Unfortunately, another attack, this time in Toronto, Canada, and it has killed a lot of people. This time it was with a van. 9 people are dead and 16 others are injured after a van drove onto a sidewalk in Toronto's North York neighborhood on Monday. So far, we know that it was deliberate. The authorities have confirmed that. And the person who did it has been caught and apprehended. In fact, we have amazing video that I'm going to show you in a second of how police apprehended him and how starkly different it is than in the United States. We don't know the motivation yet. It happened just a little while ago before we went live on air. So we'll try to find out who the person who was that did it and what their motivation is, and probably report more on it tomorrow when we find out more. But now, one aspect of this story is, of course, any terror attack, and whatever the motivation, it's terrorism because he did it deliberately and he mowed down innocent civilians. 25 people, that's a ton of people. 9 are dead, as I explained. But the second part of the story that's amazing is how the police in Canada handled it. This is not how police in America would have handled it, and I want to give them credit for it. They get the guy, he comes out of the car, he appears to be pointing a weapon at the cops. They do not shoot. He pretends to get a weapon out of his pants and quick shoot the cops. They do not shoot. It's amazing. Watch. I don't know what was in his hand, if anything. It's really hard to tell from that video that was originally run on CTV in Canada. But he does this several times. You have any idea how many bullets they'd have put in him in America? And this is a guy who just did a terrorist attack that killed 9 people. And the cops wide out in the open, and he doesn't do it. And then he turns off his sirens. He still won't shoot the guy. And guess what he did? He apprehended him. He arrested him, and now the guy's in prison. Great work by the cop there. Unbelievable. Here in America, it is literally not believable. They would have put hundreds of rounds into that guy. And look, he killed 9 people. It's not like we shed a tear for him. But it turns out there is a different way to do policing, and you can actually talk to someone and apprehend them, even in this extreme case where he's clearly a dangerous terrorist. And yet they still managed to apprehend him without killing him. Interesting. But overall, obviously an incredibly sad day in Toronto. And as always, our hearts go out to them. We don't know why they did it, but all these guys are in some way seeking attention, no matter what group they're from. They're seeking some sort of glory and doing it in all the wrong ways and in terrible, reprehensible, immoral ways. Unfortunately, another attack today. You just watched the video by the Young Turks, home of the revolution. If you'd like to get a lot more than that, get the full show by becoming a member. tytnetwork.com/join.